get to the back end view of the file menu. On clicking on the file menu, the back end view will be displayed as seen on your screen. The back end view will contain many options such as info, new, open, save, save as, and so forth. The back end view is divided into two. The left pane, which contains the option, and the right pane, which explains or provides more details or options for selection with regard the menu you chose. For this particular video, we'll be clicking on save as or save. Yes, I will explain. When saving a presentation for the very first time, just as we are doing, you would be using the save as menu option. But when you are saving an already when you make a change to an already existing presentation and you want to save, you would have to use the save option, not the save as. Okay, just to explain it much better, like after we save this, we have a blank slide. Once we save it, we're going to choose the file name. Once we save it, then when we now go back to that slide and impute slide elements and animate those slide elements, when we want to save these additions we have made, we wouldn't be using the save as button any longer. We'll be the save as menu option any longer. We'll be using the save. But when you are saving for the very first time, you would have to use the save as option. Let's click on the save as option. On clicking the save as menu option, a dialog box should appear. Yours should prompt a dialog box. If you're using a version of Microsoft Office less than 2016 and less than 2010, my version is 2010. If you're using version 27 and others, it should prompt immediately a save as dialog box. For my version, I have to navigate through the right pane of the save as menu option. I can choose to save in the cloud and on my PC. And for me to do that, I have to click on Browse to prompt the save as dialog box. As you can see, the save as dialog box has appeared, and the save as dialog box is divided into three essential parts, three parts you should take cognizance of. The first part is where the location location where you are going to save your file. You can save in your PC, on your desktop, on your document, and so forth. Then we come down to file name. By default, MS PowerPoint gives a name, gives the name presentation 1 to every presentation you have created without giving a name to. If you go back to our lesson or the video on features of MS PowerPoint, we discussed about this when we explained the future, the title bar. So for the file name, you're going to choose a name of your own choice. Underneath the file name, save as type. What does this mean? What format do you want to save? Do you want to save as a video? Do you want to save as a presentation? Do you want to save as a GIF? Do you want to save as an image? Do you want to save as an MP video file? By default, the extension of the Microsoft PowerPoint is .ppt. So we're going to be leaving this the way it is. And at the bottom, you have the save button. On clicking the save button, you will save, your file will be saved. Let's go ahead and change the file name. Let's go ahead and give the name Practical 1 to this presentation, blank presentation, instead of presentation 1. For me to save, I will come down and click on the save button. On saving, you can see the file name has been changed from presentation 1 to Practical 1. For method 2, we are going to be using a keyboard shortcut. Keyboard shortcut means a combination of 2 or more keyboard keys that would initiate a command or an action. For us to save a file with the keyboard shortcut, we will be using Ctrl and S. The Ctrl key and the S key on your keyboard. There are 2 control buttons or keys on your keyboard. By holding down the Ctrl key and the Ctrl button and pressing the S button or the S key on your keyboard, a dialog box will be automatically prompted. That is, if you're using versions lesser than Microsoft Office versions lesser than 2016, it will prompt immediately a dialog box, a save as dialog box. But on using the shortcut Ctrl S, it will move me down to the back end view of my file menu. So instead of me going up at the leftmost hand corner of my menu to click on the file menu, rather I'll be using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl S, which will navigate me to the back end view of my file menu. Or for you, it will prompt immediately your save as dialog box. Let's press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl S. From our method, or from the illustration in method 1, as you have viewed before this, you would know how to navigate from here. You need to click on the save as, which will prompt your save as dialog box, and you choose a file name, practical 1, and you leave the default save as type as PowerPoint presentation, while you go down and click on your save button after choosing or typing in a file name, and after selecting a location on your PC to save. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next lesson.